can you match against use swag from the Smoke and Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and I'm actually trying out a somewhat of a new team. Of course, I've used the Mungus before, but I haven't used Bohemian, Mantine, Whale Lord, Bayleaf, or Bastiodon before. So I'm gonna have to I don't know. But looking at his team, I don't know what's what, because he does have a Milk Tank. And I was thinking that was his physical wall, but then he does have a Golem, which could be his wall as well. Of course, Amoonguss is his special wall. Charizard could be possibly Scarfed. Kadabra is probably Life Orbed or Sashed. And Swellow, of course, is Guts or whatever, so let's get into it. I will lead out with my my Bastiodon or whatever, just to get up my rocks, as he will lead out with his Golem. And actually, as I go for rocks this turn, he actually goes for the Earthquake, which isn't too bad, because I'll do that too sometimes, but I'll just go for the straight out attack if they're both leads, and then I'll set up rocks on the switch. But he actually gets a crit. I don't know how much that matters too much, because I am max HP, max defense, but I think Earthquake is like 4 times super effective or 2 times or something, so it probably didn't matter too much. And I will get on my rocks. And I actually don't have a physical attack besides Rock Blast. I have counter on this guy, so I actually stayed in thinking maybe he will want to kill me, but if he doesn't, I will just go for the Roar. Because I already knew he was going to get up his rocks already, so it was like, might as well go for Roar. And I do roar him out into his Charizard, which was really lucky for me. And I'm actually just going to stay in, because I don't really have anything that wants to take a Fire Blast or anything, so I'm actually just going to stay in. And he goes for the Fire Blast, and he misses, which makes up for the crit. But since I have Sturdy, I will just be able to hit him with the Rock Blast, and there goes his Charizard. So I have Sturdy, so I kept my Pokemon, and he just lost his. So yeah, it sucks. I got an early 6-5 lead or whatever. So I'm gonna go back into his Golem, and I predict him to go for the Earthquake again. But I guess he predicted that, maybe, because I actually do go out into my Mantine, and he actually just goes for the Rock Blast, which will just be able to kill my Mantine flat out, which I don't know if he predicted that or what, but maybe he did. But he will get the 3-turn Rock Blast, which will kill my Mantine. I was kind of hoping he would only get like 2-turn or something, that way I could scare him with the Surf, but that won't happen. So now I don't even get to use my Mantine. I think right here I go out into Amoonguss. No, I go out into my Whale Lord, which probably wasn't the smartest way. I should have gone into Amoonguss, honestly, because then I could have put him to sleep and all that. And he does have Sturdy, so I actually do go for the Ice Beam as he goes out into his Amoonguss now. So Ice Beam if he had stayed in, Ice Beam would have hit him hard too, so it didn't really matter too much, and it is going to be a 2-hit KO after all that. But looking at Lefty, no, never mind, now that I look at it, it is a 2-hit KO. When I was watching, I do get a crit, and I was trying to figure out if it mattered or not, but judging by how much the first one did, if that was like max damage or whatever, then it probably did matter. But if it wasn't, then it obviously didn't. But now he goes out into his Milk Tank now, which I don't know why he didn't go out into it earlier, to be honest, because he could have. But I start to think he has Scrappy, honestly, because if he had Thick Bat, he would have gone into it, because he could have walled me pretty well. And he will go for a Body Slam this turn, and it doesn't really do anything. It did like 10 damage. So I don't know if maybe this is a max defense set, but or just I don't know. I actually don't know what this thing is, Because if he had Thick Fat, he could have switched it in, and he could have got regenerated on Alamomola. But I actually predicted him to go for the Body Slam again, and I went for counter, but I guess he predicted a switch or something, so he went for Toxic. Or maybe he was scouting for counter or something, I don't know. But that failed on my part. And now he knows I have it, so now I'm just gonna let him do it, as I think I go for the Rock Blast. No, I go for Roar. As he gets a crit, which didn't even matter because it did like 20 damage. And I will roar him back out into his Golem. And that's good. Not like it matters too much, because he could easily kill me out with the Earthquake, and I think I'm gonna actually let him do that right here. I'm just gonna let him kill me. Which isn't that big of a deal, honestly. I don't really care too much, because I'm already like, I don't know. I already feel like I have this game in the bag already, because I already took out his Charizard and his Amoonguss, which were big threats, because being Special Wall and like maybe a Scarf set or maybe Specs or something. But now I'm going to send it up my own. And he will just go for Earthquake. And it actually does a lot of damage, considering that it is a resisted hit and all that. So, then again, I have... Oh, and I have like 100 like EVs and defense or whatever too. I have like 100 in physical and like 100 in special. Or like, no, I have like 152 in special and 100 in physical and then like max HP, so something like that. It actually still does a lot, which I was surprised about. Now I'm gonna put him to sleep, and I'm just gonna go for Giga Drain to regain some HP. And he actually switches out into a Swellow now, probably predicting that. Maybe predicting like Toxic or something, but I am just gonna hit him with the Giga Drain and actually gained some pretty good HP. I'm back into the green and all that. And I'm actually just gonna go and no, actually stay in. I'm gonna stay in because maybe he's gonna go for Brave Bird or something, I don't know, but I want some more bird damage on him because I have nothing to really take a Facade. I could have switched out into Bayleaf, but I don't know how well Bayleaf would have actually taken it, and I would have to rely on like Leech Seed and all that. And he does still have that Kadabra, so it probably wasn't the smartest. So now I'm gonna go into Behemoth, and Behemoth is just gonna take this Facade, not well, but he is gonna take it because I have max HP, max defense, bold nature, and he doesn't really take it that well, but he takes it, and I'm gonna kill off his Swellow now. And now my Behemoth actually has Recover, so as he sends in Milk Tank, I was thinking I was gonna die, but he's actually gonna go for Body Slam, and it's not even gonna kill me, and I don't get Parahex, luckily. So I'm actually just gonna go for the Recover right now and gain back up to green. So now he's in big trouble now. But I'm actually surprised that his Body Slam isn't really doing too much. I thought it would have killed from that range, but I don't know. But I am just gonna, I think here I do go for the Psychic as he misses the Toxic. And I actually get a special defense drop with it, which wasn't really needed. I really didn't need that special defense drop. I mean, it's nice to have, but I don't really need it. It's not going to help me, because I do carry the Calm Mind. So if I really needed to, I could just go for a couple more Psychics, or I could Calm Mind a couple times and then hit him. But I think right here I do just go for the Psychic, or not the Psychic, but go for the Calm Mind. Now that I think about it, I think this thing is a special defense set with Scrappy. I could see that, just because he did take my Psychic pretty well, and I do have Analytic. So he actually might be special defense, but I don't know. don't know how much it would do, because I don't have any special attack EV, so maybe that is normal or something. But he does go for heal bell to wake up his sleeping golem, which is pretty smart because he's gonna be able to. He still has 30 and all that, so you can send it in on me. But I'm just gonna kill him with the psychic. I did have the +1 and he did have the -1 special defense, so it doesn't really matter too much. It would have died anyways. But now he is gonna send in his golem, which it doesn't really matter because the only thing he has is golem and Kadabra, and I still have my Behemoth, my Whale Lord, and my what do you call it, Bayleaf. And I actually do eat that. I eat it very well. I'm just like nom 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 nom. He actually does live, which is very shocking, considering I do have a +1. It is stab, and I do have analytic. So I was actually pretty surprised he actually lived that. He will be able to kill me off with the earthquake right now, so it doesn't really matter. Golem, look at his face. He looks like a freaking... looks like a dinosaur, kind of. Never noticed his face. But I'm just gonna go into Shamu, and I think at this point I'm just gonna lock myself into Water Spout, because it is my strongest move at like 150 base power, something like that. Since I have like over 150 HP. So I'm just gonna kill him flat out with that, and then his last is his Kadabra. So obviously he doesn't have Magic Guard, because I think even though yeah, I don't think he has Magic Guard, just because the fact that the pointed stones dug into him or whatever. I think Magic Guard would have stopped it, so I just kill him with the Water Spout, and that'll be a good game.